all about the Earth's ocean. It's brand new and we're getting a live look, an exclusive look here this morning. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Casey. That's right. We've got a sneak peek. It doesn't open to the public today until 10:30 this morning, so I'm going to do my best to give you a sneak peek here. And we're in one of the first things that you see when you come through that front door of the exhibit. This room is all about plankton, our smallest, most microscopic organisms in the ocean. A lot of them are photosynthetic, meaning they make their own food, and they feed some of our biggest organisms. Some of our biggest whales kind of suck in the water and filter out the plankton to eat, and they're huge whales and they eat these very tiny microscopic organisms. So it's really cool the way this whole room is lit. You can see some of the plankton kind of hanging from the ceiling, and you get a look at a bigger view at some of these tiny, most microscopic creatures. So this is the first step here on the Unseen Oceans exhibit. I am 21 meters to the ocean floor here, Casey. We're at Unseen Oceans, the new immersive exhibit here at Discovery Place Science. I'm trying to find a coral reef. Apparently, my submarine driving skills aren't that great. So let me work on this. We'll go to a commercial break and we'll show you more of the exhibit coming up next.
Out at Discovery Place at the Unseen Oceans exhibit. Elisa, last time we saw you, you were trying to perfect your submarine skills. How's it going?
Not great. I could not find that coral reef. I need to brush up on my submarine driving, but look, now I'm in it. I'm just immersed in the submarine now. Look how cool. You can sit in here with the kiddos and get some cute pictures. This is, again, it's at the Unseen Oceans exhibit at Discovery Place Science. It's a temporary traveling exhibit that was curated by the Museum of Natural History, and this will be here through September. So yeah, really cool. Look in my submarine. We're getting you a sneak peek. The exhibit opens today at 10:30. Taking weather on the road this morning, I've got the really fun assignment to geek out with you about all things oceans. We're at the Unseen Oceans exhibit at Discovery Place Science, and there's still so much about the oceans that we don't know, and they're also changing so rapidly. Not only is this exhibit here, but there's a lot of content throughout the museum, lots of hands-on activities and stuff for families about how our oceans are changing, about climate change and pollution, and how some of our fingerprints and footprints are on that, and learning about all of these things. And you find that theme throughout the entire museum. Upstairs on the third floor, there's this space where the kids can engineer things, and there's this whole tank with garbage in it, and the kiddos will have to figure out how to clean up all of that garbage that's in our oceans, building their own little litter getter to pick all of it up. So lots of immersive activities going on through the next several months, pretty much over summer, while we've got this oceans exhibit here through September. It's pretty cool. There's so much more to see, and we're going to get you that exclusive tour through 8 a.m. as we keep it live here on Queen City News. Casey.
Right now, she is under the sea. Good morning, Elisa.
It's been stuck in my head all morning, right?
That was pretty good.
Learning so much about the oceans, right? Learning so much about the oceans under the sea this morning. Unseen Oceans is the new exhibit that opens at Discovery Place Science today, and it's only here through September. So now you come in, you turn a corner, and you see this gorgeous display of these bright green glowing fish. I'm going to try to read off some of them to you. We've got a bright skinny shark in here. There are some sea turtles and stingrays. We've got a crocodile fish, a keyworm eel, all teaching us about how some of these fish interact with each other in the ecosystem, in the food chain. Just really cool, and just they glow so beautifully in here. It's just a really, really nice to see sight to see. Display here at Discovery Place Science, teaching us all things unseen under the ocean, teaching everything from ecology, biology about some of these fish, and how our warming oceans and increasingly acidifying oceans are impacting these ecosystems as our climate continues to warm. There are a couple of different even hands-on activities throughout the museum to teach kiddos about climate change and pollution, all with a theme under the sea for the next couple of months. We're going to continue to take you through the exhibit through 8 a.m. here on Queen City News. For now, I guess we'll send it back onto the land, Casey, back above the sea. We'll go back to the studio. Did you know that some fish can glow. They glow and create their own light. It's called bioluminescence and biofluorescence. Come take a look. We've got this lens here to show kiddos how scientists use blue light at night so they can see that fluorescence a little bit better. The scientists take those dyes mostly at night so they can see those fish glow. Pretty cool, huh? We'll be right back with more Unseen Oceans right after the break.
Elisa, you showed us plankton, submarines, fish. What do you have for us now in this Unseen Oceans exhibit?
We've got something that's really unseen under the sea is the mountains and trenches that are underwater. So under the ocean, it's not flat. Okay, there's a terrain there just like there is on land. And this part of the exhibit kind of explains that. We've got the mountains here and the trenches. And a lot of these mountains is what created even some of our plates, our tectonic plates that create earthquakes. Some of these happen under the ocean, right? Because you have that topography even under the sea. And it's just really cool because it's something that you might not think about because it is literally unseen and under the ocean there. So something pretty cool that I bet maybe you didn't know.
Who needs Ariel when you have Elisa live at Discovery Place Science Museum for the Unseen Oceans exhibit? Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Casey, and definitely I've made some fish friends here. Yes, we're at Unseen Oceans at the Discovery Place Science in Uptown. This is a traveling exhibit. It opens to the public today. You can catch it through September. And here are some of my fishy friends. These are blue-green cronus fish. They swim in the central western Pacific Ocean and the Indo-Pacific Ocean there. They swim at depths of 3 to 65 feet into the water there. So, but look how cute they are. Little blue fish there. And so there are a couple of exhibits here that do have some live fish, even a live zebra shark that we'll show you in just a little bit. Actually, you didn't even see some of the bigger fish in here before. I only saw the littler ones. So we've got some big fish in here too. And again, there's even a little zebra bull shark that's in this exhibit as well, a seahorse. There's some live kind of aquarium fish here that you can check out, plus all of the science. There's a whole strip that shows you what careers that you can have with oceanography. There's so many things that you can do. I'm going to break that down for you also coming up in just a few minutes, Casey. Casey, I promised you a shark, so we're going to get you that shark, okay? This is a, I hear her gasping. Okay, so this is a smaller shark than you're probably used to, but it's still a shark. It's a zebra bullhead shark, and they usually swim in the Pacific, in the Western Pacific from Japan down to Australia. It looks like he's sleeping. Shark, come here. I think he's sleeping. So we try not to disturb his sleep. But I wanted to give you a look. His stripes are pretty cool, right? But it's a good lesson for us that not all sharks look like big great whites. Actually, in North Carolina, we have more than 50 species of sharks in our waters, and most of them are small. This guy's not swimming there because he's a Western Pacific Ocean type of guy, but pretty cool, huh? We'll let him get his rest. We've got more to show you here in the Unseen Oceans exhibit at Discovery Place Science, and we'll do it coming up after the break. We are under the sea here this morning, and this exhibit teaches us about the ocean pressure, right? So you see the regular size styrofoam cup. All the rest of these were taken deep into the sea by different depths, right? So 500 meters or a mile and a half, and the cup itself shrinks because the ocean pressure is so much. The weight of the water just really increases the farther you go down. So that forces, depending on how much air is in the cup, it forces the cup to shrink. So just a really cool illustration of ocean pressure and water pressure that is tough to see. It's a little bit invisible to us. So there you go. You've got a little demonstration of that. We've got lots of more cool stuff to show you here at the Unseen Oceans exhibit at Discovery Place Science, and we'll do that right after the break.
Elisa, you showed us a shark. I'm sure no other weather person throughout the area did that this morning.
I don't know how many meteorologists in Charlotte you think have a shark with them this morning. Probably not many, right? But yeah, we've been looking at sharks, and here this beautiful tier of fish right here at Unseen Oceans Discovery Place Science. And we're learning about flatfish. I didn't even know that there's a such species as flatfish. This here is a black-tipped stolefish, and you can see it's got interesting colors, the reds and the greens. Well, this fish is a fluorescent fish, so it kind of absorbs the light and scatters it, and it absorbs the blue light and scatters the red light, so it appears red. But the color changes based on the depth that it is in the ocean because of the way light travels through water, right? So it's something I didn't know. I learned something new. But yeah, all part of this Unseen Oceans exhibit here at Discovery Place Science. Got my fishy friends here. I know Casey was talking about goats and goat language, and I've got been learning a little about fish this morning. This is a really beautiful tier of glowing fish that you see here, just teaching you about different ecosystems and different fish. Reading off some of these labels here, we've got crocodile fish in here. We've got cat sharks, stargazing fish, a snake eel, like I said, some flatfish that I had learned a lot about. I didn't really know that we had some fish like that, so that's interesting. Some sea turtles as well, just really beautiful. And it's giving you a look at some of our deepest, most unseen oceans here. And throughout the museum, it's not just this exhibit, throughout the museum from the first floor up to the third, there's content in oceanography in every corner of this museum. The team of specialists creates content in engineering things to clean up our pollution and learning about sea level rise and all things ocean. So you'll get to learn a lot about it through September, Casey.